Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to FPL. Don't panic. Another little mad ramble through my brain. I haven't actually intended to do a video till tomorrow. A few things have happened. I think the main thing that happened after I did the video yesterday, and I'm dead set on this 4-5-1. I'm moving towards it. I'm doing it. And I had a bit of time last night. I just started finally actually filling out this watch list and sort of really cementing that plan to go through with this. And then I have doubts. As a few players terrify me. They really do. They really do. Where do I want to take this conversation? So we're going to do this. I'm just going to go through this a little bit. I'm just going to talk about through some of these players. Also, it's basically the watch list, and more so the extended watch list. So I've got my watch list. I've said, I want to. Let me just bring it up so I can see it clearly in the spreadsheet myself. I said I want to, move to this 4-5-1. And probably bring in Rice for Whiffer, which would probably mean downgrading downgrading Thiago to probably a Krupi Junior, and then starting working on the defence to bring in some really key assets like a Chalobah's, ideally a Tarkowski, but I don't think I can get there. Definitely Gabriel when he is back fit, etc. So I still think to a degree I'm going to move in that direction, but there are a few players that do concern me, especially as I started filling out the watch list in the spreadsheet. So I'm just going to run through this again, and after I've done this, I want to go through the Bishop Brennan Cup. I think there are some salient points here that may or may not be useful for all of us, but these are my thoughts for what it's worth. For Bruggen, don't need to go through all that again. O'Reilly, yeah, I'm grand with that. The fixtures are generally not too bad. He is looking good. It looks like more and more people are actually starting to buy him now. His ownership's still relatively low, all things considered. Though I do find it interesting the more I look at an O'Reilly, which everyone's getting excited about, with his average of 3.6. He's actually got He's actually got 3 returns. 3 returns in the last 5, but that average is still just not even making the 4. Whereas you've got let's even just say, like, someone that I've already got who are a Chow who picks up a bit of def con and stuff like that, and on average of 5.2. I think with Burnout, I think Chow actually might be a better asset. I don't know, but Burn's going to be out for a few weeks. I think Chow tends to take up more responsibility in their defence and become more of a target man in the attack side. But even looking at probably in the watch list there, like a Keane averaging 5, and that's actually that's not even. It's actually more than that, I think, actually, because there's a blank in there. Let me just double check this on my end. It's actually a 5.25 average. Keane's on. But I like O'Reilly a lot. I really do. And he probably will be in there for a wee while, but I don't know. I just keep coming back to this bloody DEFCON. This picking up these 3 and 4 points, and then you just need 1 clean sheet. If you're picking up that regular 3-4 points, you just need 1 clean sheet in your 5, and you're on an average of 5. Whereas you really are, for your likes of O'Reilly, if those attacking returns don't come, 3 returns there, 5, 6, 6. He's still only on an average of 3.6, 3 point whatever it is, just under 4. I just continually think about it. I really do. Timber will go nowhere anywhere, but again, it is that similar thing, isn't it? A 2.6 average, and everyone says, oh, you got to have Timber, got to have that piece of the Arsenal defence. It's still a 2.6 average. The attacking threat is there. Maybe he will get that 16 or 17 point haul, and all of a sudden it's happy days. But it's still probably only going to see him to a 5 or 6 point average if he's just doing that, particularly with Arsenal not keeping clean sheets at the moment. Hopefully that will change with some of these players coming back from injury. What Timber does absolutely give me, is when Gabriel's fit, and as I said yesterday, the noise in the street, is he should be sort of back in the squad in about 2 weeks' time, hopefully playing in 3 or 4. As it stands right now, and I think Timber's more likely than not to go up in value a bit more, and where Gabriel's price is, I can move, as soon as I know Gabriel's locked in, I can move straight from Timber to Gabriel, and you'll see in my watch list, there was no point, I haven't put, it's all white there, I haven't put fixtures in, but Gabriel finished on, I think it was actually over 9, but before he got injured he was hitting, he was on a 9-point average, there was the DEFCON, there was a bit of attacking threat, the clean sheets were there, all the lovely stuff, so he will absolutely be coming straight back in as soon as he is getting locked in for at least 60 and hopefully the 90. And Lacroix is a good example there. As I say, the DEFCON beast, as they say, and then just the a little bit of attacking threat there as well. A nice average of 5 and a fantastic price. Whippers in there, blah blah blah, fine. Good fixtures going forward. I'm finding more of the other content providers are talking about this guy actually. On that point, I did notice yesterday, I won't say what the salient point, I made a very sort of offbeat, left-handed, left of centre sort of point yesterday. I was quite interested to see the exact same point repeated almost exactly 5 hours later, something that no one else is talking about. So hey, if you're out there listening to me and you're spreading the word, I'm happy. If I'm talking to myself and it was just a strange coincidence, that's actually okay too. Palmer, have I made a mistake here? And is it have I? And this does come into the list. We'll go to the Terrify list in a moment. Have I made a mistake here with Palmer? I've just put him in there obviously for 12, 13, 14, 15 as a baseline of 2, and he obviously did return in 16 on less than 60 minutes. His price is going up tonight, I think. It's one of those, it could be amazing, but it is potentially cutting me off from maybe better short-term options. I mean, it's not until 21 really that we see a really nice Chelsea fixture turn. As I look at Chalobah, who is also in my watch list with an absolutely fantastic, I really do want Chalobah and Gabriel. But I don't have to do that in the short term, do I? If there are just things staring you in the face, it's just stupid. It's some shit that could really bite me on the bum, it really could. But then, would you put it past Palmer? Go out there, amazing differential, grab 2 goals against Newcastle or do something. Yeah, go off on 60, fine. Get a penalty, an assist, something, whatever. Because as I say, as I'll move to the Terrify list, you've got the, Wilson. The one that really terrifies me actually is Ekatike. We'll talk about him in a minute. Just running again quickly through this. Palmer, I don't know. Maybe, have I just saw the opportunity to get him in, building this powerhouse midfield, but have I gone too early? But he has returned in 16. Newcastle away, Villa home. Tough enough fixtures, Bournemouth home, good, City away. Yeah, not great, but City, we know they're not great defensively. Fulham away, Brentford home. I guess it's more the minutes risk as much as anything else, I guess, because he is going to get managed. Still think I'm going to roll this week, but I am getting tempted to potentially do something. But I just... So it is kind of that, don't panic, this is the plan, stay cool, honey bunny. Foden, yeah, like I said, Saka, Foden, Bruno, it feels very, very template, but it's actually, we're kind of in our own little sort of echo chamber, and we obviously feed off each other and the whole sort of community and other communities, etc. There isn't, it's actually the Saka, Foden, Bruno combo is not as highly owned as you think. I think it's only about 10% in the game. Probably might be a little bit more than that in the engaged managers, but it ain't the actual combo of having all 3. It isn't as high as what you might think, even though all 3 of them technically are probably a template. But people actually having all 3 of them, it's not as common as you think. So there is a differential there in having all 3. Thiago, this is the question. He is in the last chance saloon as I potentially move to this 4-5-1. But maybe I should still stick to looking at the 4-4-2 and go in gently as we move towards this list that does terrify me. It really does. Cherky's bloody fabulous, isn't he? You know, if I did want to move out, say I didn't go Rice, you know, very, very much on my watch list. Say I didn't go Rice for that sort of DEFCON monster, etc., etc. Cherky's looking reasonably locked in. Are the days of pep rotation, pep roulette, are they over? He's playing a pretty settled starting 11 with some of the injuries with her. Cherky is looking like he's nearly locked in now, and he's a fabulous player. He really is. You know, 7-4. Yes, he didn't play at all. I don't think he had any minutes. I've got it there completely in white. What was it? 14. 12-6. Average of 7.25. Great fixtures. You know, I could move O'Reilly out, which would allow me to bring in a Chalobah and then have a City triple up. And I do like Cherky a lot. Is he a good alternative to Rice? Because Rice's numbers, as we can see, were down on a 4.2. But those numbers, before the 4.2, Rice was beating Saka. So, sorry, before the Gabriel injury, before the Saliba injury, some of the other injuries, Rice was beating Saka comfortably. With the imminent return of Gabriel, a few weeks, with other injured players, Calafiori coming back, Timber will be moving back to right back, I would imagine, etc. You know, are those numbers going to get back to that 7? When he gets that little bit more attacking intent. That's kind of one of the things. We've lost a little bit of DEFCON in 1 or 2 weeks, but he has put in some great performances. Particularly, I think it was in 15, wasn't it? Yeah, it was 15. Absolutely amazing performance. Even though I think they lost that game, but it was an unreal performance. I could still see when Arsenal get a bit more settled and get their players back. I can see, but Cherky 7.25, very exciting. Rice, DEFCON, a little bit of attacking threat. Probably going to be not more reliable for hitting that 5 or 6 as opposed to Cherky on this 7.25 at the moment, and probably more of a rotation risk, although I feel he is a bit locked at the moment. Who else terrifies me? Okay, if I am moving into a 4-5-1, missing out on a player like Bowen, who is really starting to return a wee bit now. Difficult away fixture with City, but we can see that City do concede goals. Can see there that Bowen will return a red fixture. The West Ham fixture run, they will get some goals. Fulham home, Brighton home, Wolves away, Forest home. Set and forget over the Christmas period. Don't have to worry. No, he's going to play 90 minutes every match. He's there at the death, the last 5 minutes of games where most goals are scored. I do like Bowen. I do like Bowen. And I know there's a little bit of last year bias there for me, but he was amazing for me last year in the last 12, 13 games. And I caught him at the right time. I think he actually came back from injury. I think that may be right. Memory might be tricking me. I think he'd been out injured. He came back, started, you know, just having a punt on him, and he just did not stop scoring. He was largely responsible for me for in the last 10 game weeks, I think, really climbing from about 200, I think, to 50k. It's just that consistency, always playing, getting that attacking return. West Ham scored. Bowen was involved, and it was usually with the goal. Wilson clearly terrifies me for the next 2. Last year, I remember seeing Wilson coming on, and he was getting a few starts. And I thought, why is this guy's minutes so at risk? And then as soon as a few players were back from injury, he's back on the bench again. I thought he was just absolutely fucking fantastic, but you couldn't go there because for whatever reason I could never work it out. It's that minutes risk. Now the minutes are fine, very, you know, good. Probably more locked in than ever. So this is the plus side. Probably more locked in than ever with players having gone to AFCON. Fabulous average there of 8.8, showing there that he can return in blue fixtures and red fixtures. Those next two fixtures, Forest home, no one underestimate Forest. So they can be a little bit hit and miss, but I don't think they're that bad now. I think there are clear improvements happening there. But West Ham, Crystal Palace away, Leggy Palace, not too bad. Then Liverpool home, Chelsea home. And the minutes are certainly going to be locked for the time being. But how could you drop this guy anyways? So that's the good side. The bad side, there are some filthy fixtures on the horizon, obviously, with Liverpool home, Chelsea home. But he's shown he can score in a red fixture. And Liverpool's defence is still, frailties are still there. I'm talking myself into doing it, and but I tell you that the one thing that does probably worry me even more, Fulham are probably, as much as I think Wilson is amazing, I think he's got his left peg as a wand. It reminds me of the oldies amongst you might remember this, Liam Brady, the Arsenal lad, Irish lad. Just had this absolutely magical left foot. He reminds me of him the way he plays, and then the way he just gets it on that left. He can do anything with it. But he is actually not Fulham's best player. Fulham have lost a couple of players, and their best player, in my opinion, the guy that drives things, is Iwobi. Is that going to affect things, or does it make Wilson even more of a talisman? I'm really worried about not having him in the next couple of game weeks. And that is, I could just so easy. Palmer, you're a bit of a risk, mate. I'm just going to put you aside. We'll have another look at you in a few weeks' time and bring in Wilson. But as much as Wilson terrifies me, I don't think he terrifies me as much as Ekitike with that run of 4 Liverpool fixtures. But I could go Wilson this week, and I could go Ekitike next week for Wolves at home if I did do Palmer, because it's just a great big massive cash cow blocking me off from these two players. And I could bring Wilson in, have him for those couple of good games, and I could bring in Ekitike. I think the money works out. I'll have to closer look at it, but I'm pretty sure it does, because I've got so much money in Palmer. And fuck me, it could be such a big bump in points. But then of course Palmer's going to go again to a 2-3 goal haul. Oh, I hate this fucking game, I really do. Listen, hopefully I've made the point. Yeah, hopefully I've made the point. Let's do a Bishop Brennan Cup. Let's stop thinking about this shite for a while. I tell you what, it'll drive you mad. Point is though, yeah, I could do that in these next couple of games, and then I could start moving towards that 4-5-1 model, if it's the right thing to do. Or maybe it's 4-4-2 if Ekitike is kicking off. Maybe it is 4-4-2. It's the way to go, and just keep that little bit of a deeper bench and put my Palmer dreams aside just until they get the fixture turn, until we're sure about things. It's going to be on my mind all night now. Anyway, right, let's have a look at this rather spectacular Bishop Brennan's Cup. Reasonably legible for everyone. So, needless to say, fabulous game week, guys. We've got 3 100 pluses this week, so clearly the Bishop Brennan Cup is coming from those. We'll just have a quick look at the top 10 from 10 upwards. Some good scores in there. Nicholas moving into the top 10. John, little drop there with the 66. As with Ian, with 66s and 68s in this bloody league of ours. Red arrows. That's where it's at. Sam, 77 and a red arrow. Seriously, that's mad. Sean, 82, and yeah, moving on up, buddy. Lee, fabulous, absolutely brilliant, 89. Dean, yeah, I was there with you all the way on that recovery in the last game, mate. Loved it, absolutely loved it, and going really well in the overall as well. Richard, a 74 and a red arrow. This is the league we are in, guys. Mike, an 84, moving up to number 2. I've got Joseph Robinson, the Tempestuous Sea, with an 80 at number 1. So as always, we'll take a quick look at our number one's team. Guys, let's make. Oh, it's quite fiddly this. Why are you not working with me? Why are you not working today? Hang on. Technology once again. Alright, you're not going to play ball with me. Let's do it this way. Piss me off over there somewhere. Sorry guys. Right, Donnarumma, City clean sheet. Nice one, buddy. Let's have a look at where you are at the overall. You must be, yeah, you're just a smidgen outside the top 10k. Joseph, fantastic stuff. 10,240 with an overall of 1,034. This is really, really good stuff, buddy. Donnarumma, burn. You're going to have to get rid of him, aren't you? Looks like he's out for a few weeks. Probably opens the door of opportunity for you, doesn't it? Some of the options that are around at the moment. Maybe a little Chalaba, if you've got the money. Timber, yeah. Nothing there for you today, but Virgil, keeping the faith with Virgil, and that's Liverpool defence with the 6 points. Patience pays dividends in this game, it really does. Saka, Foden, Bruno, template has, but that would have given a significant rise, all three of those hauling. Like I said, all individually template, but as a trio, the ownership is not as high as you would actually think. It's quite high within our league, but I think, obviously we're in our echo chamber. Rice, yeah. Oh, you got my midfield, my aspirational midfield, haven't you? Dewsbury Hall, yeah, you'll need to be doing something with him. Yeah, probably Wilson maybe. If I don't know where, as I said, I don't know where your dollars are at. Thiago, Haaland, yeah. I mean, it's just all the big boys in there, and I'd say where your differential there is, to obviously hit that 80, probably is your Donnarumma, I would say, isn't it? Donnarumma and Virgil, maybe. Virgil's reasonably well, not that high though. That would have given you a good boost. Yes, great stuff. Joseph for number one at the moment. Fantastic stuff. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look at a couple of these hundreds. Why can't I get this to move over to the other side? I don't know. It's just... Okay, so sorry guys. Messy technology as always. Right. Yeah, let's try again. Right, let's find the first. Sorry guys, it's no glasses and technology keyboard slide mousey thing playing silly buggers with me. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the hundreds, eh? There's just too many good scores to go through. Richard there 93, Danny 87. They're just all over the place. It's a really spectacular week all round. Andrew there with his 85, another 80 there from Dexter and Nick, and we've got our first 100. Okay, any chips in there, or is this a clean one? $103, total, almost clean game. Chips are totally valid, of course they are, but it's just love seeing some of these big scores come in without the maybe I just make myself tiny. It's the easiest way here. Here we go. We don't need to see me. There we go. That's better. Kelleher, I like Kelleher as a goalkeeper pick. He's always going to get a few saves. He's obviously Irish as well, so I'm obviously biased. Virgil, keeping the faith with Virgil, and that Liverpool fixture run's coming now. I didn't talk about that too much, but I did a little bit, obviously, with regards to Ekitike. And minutes are going to be more locked in. So what's Ekitike? So I'm talking about Ekitike when Virgil's on screen, but yeah, just that Ekitike finally getting full minutes in the last 2 games, whereas in the previous 3, 1-1-1, he was like played 15-16 minutes. I adore Ekitike. But Virgil, yeah, with that fixture run coming, yeah, that could be an astute hold when I think quite a few were getting hold of him as it became a little bit frustrating. Renildo, but obviously he's got that, yeah, I'm sure you planned for this, he's got his red flag, he's off to AFCON, isn't he? What a nice little going away present for you. And again, I would say, differential. That's a really, really good differential and a really, really good call in that particular fixture. Because I lost points myself because I didn't play Mukiele. Anderson. That's the one. I don't like Anderson at all. Fulham just don't keep the clean sheets, and they will concede the goals. He will get his DEFCON all the time. Because I have thought about Anderson from time to time. I'm not saying he's a bad pick. He will pick up that DEFCON, but I don't know. For me, not for me, Anderson, I would say. Saka, Bruno, Foden. Nothing else to say on that one. Good call. Now, again, I don't know if you have held on to Semenyo or you brought him in specifically with these couple of fixtures, particularly the next one. Because Semenyo does terrify me for this next one, obviously, Burnley at home. But I wouldn't be bringing him in for any more than a couple, I think. But yeah, again, great differential. Yeah, Jesus, you picked up some points, didn't you, out of the that United fixture? Saka, Bruno, Semenyo, lovely. And Rodgers. Should Rodgers be back on the menu? He was fabulous last year at times, wasn't he? There's a lot of money, but he's starting to get the returns again in the double-digit hauls, and we do know he's got the double-digit hauls in the locker, and that would have been a fantastic differential again for you, mate. Absolute fantastic differential. And Haaland, Thiago, standard fodder up front. And where was your captain's armband for this? Saka. Yeah, so yeah, a lot of us went Saka. Where are you, mate? You look at a fantastic leap on that, wouldn't you? Game week history. Where are we? Overall rank 165. That 103. That must have been spectacular. That will have been 479 to 165. That's brilliant, buddy. Really good. Very, very good indeed. Yeah, well done, Calvin. Right. Right, one more. We've got another 100 here. We'll have a quick look at, I think, before we get to the Bishop Brennan Cup winner. And it is indeed another 103 from Alex. Well done, Alex. That would have been another massive rank rise there. Just takes one or two of these little differentials come in a good week like this, and it's good to Chalaba. Yep, in Cappy. Okay, I know it's just a 4-pointer, but it's wise choice. Wise choice while Gabriel's out, I think. And yeah, O'Reilly. Yeah, there's yeah, Chalaba though. He's not as highly owned as what you think. He's just so consistent. Has been the whole season. Bruno, Foden, Saka. Nothing more to say there. And Wilson. Wilson. Oh, Wilson. I might have to do it. It terrifies me. Thiago and Joe. But then we come to this thing where we see these strikers, decent fixtures. What was I saying yesterday? Blank Haaland. Blank Haaland. Week after week after week after week after week. And here it is again. Blank Haaland. So if I do, I do go Ekitike or whatever. What am I going to be doing? Am I going to be doing this again? Blank Haaland from my own bloody team again. Oh, blank Haaland. Forwards are so inconsistent. You think you found the right one, as in Thiago. I mean, this happened to I think all of us a few times this year as we've bounced around. João Pedro's the one. Oh, he's not scoring anymore. Thiago's the one. Oh, he's not scoring anymore. I don't know. Gyökeres is the one. Oh, he's not scoring anymore. You know, is it going to be? Oh, Ekitike is the one. Oh, he's not scoring anymore. I don't know. It is a psychological leap to jump into this 4-5-1, I'll tell you, and I think that's why I didn't do it from game week 9. And am I treading that same path again? And Ekitike is going to be my new shiny. Oh no, Ekitike will save me. He didn't save me. Is that going to happen again? Because I've been down Thiago path. I've been down the Jokeris path. I've been down the João Pedro path. They've brought me nothing but pain. Whereas if I just gone 4-5-1 with a nice Declan Rice. Maybe the 5th man is a Wilson or something like that, who is still probably going to outscore. Don't know. Right. Anyway, regardless of the blank Haaland, fucking brilliant score, mate. Absolutely superb score. Yeah, Alex Delec, 949, and up to 514. You're well placed, mate, as we're moving towards game week 19, first half of the season done. So I hope you have another cracker, mate, and get yourself towards that top 100k for the second half of the season. Right, Bishop Brennan Cup time. Now I have spoken about this before, but currently 48 of us, I think, are in the top 1 million. Mike and Craig are literally just 1 or 2 points off it. It's that tight. And there's some of these guys have obviously coming with a nice wet sail from page 2, Adrian and Mike in particular, and yeah, there was a couple of more that have come off page 2, as I call it, into Division 1A, Division 1B, I don't know what the hell you want to call it. But our Bishop Brennan Cup winner, absolutely coming with a wet sail, and Cameron, it is you, mate. Cameron was actually one of my very first subscribers a couple of years back. We had many conversations late at night. He's a very good player. I know he's got a lot going on in his life at the moment, so maybe he's not as focused as normal. But looks like he's starting to get the focus on now with an absolutely spectacular 105. Yeah, you can see some nice differentials in there already. Coyote, Hincapi, Wilson, obviously got Saka, Bruno, and Cunha. No Foden. Ekitike. He does like his Liverpool though, doesn't he? Has he got his? Yeah. But Ekitike and a captain's armband. Really gone aggressive there. Thiago, Haaland. Yeah, it's brilliant, mate. Cameron, good side. Strong enough bench. Maybe will go to be my one probable doubt there. Delo be the right man to have in there. But yeah, that's absolutely brilliant score, Cameron. Seriously well done, buddy. We'll see you in that top 1 million very soon, I suspect. And then coming in with the usual wet sail, buddy. Yeah, 874. So yeah, it's honestly that's not far out. One good game we can. Something like this, and you'd be well inside the top 1 million if you can have a repeat performance of that. Really good side, Cameron. You are this week's Bishop Brennan Cup winner. Congratulations. Unfortunately, my little knobbly Bishop hat cross thing there, the cat knocked it off the table, so I have to get some super glue to put that back on. But Cameron, well done, mate. Congratulations, well done. We'll see you in the top 1 million soon. Unfortunately, Cameron can't be here to accept his trophy in New Zealand. So, once again, for the 2,876 week in a row, I am the champion. Hello. That's a lot, folks. A little bit of a rambly one, but I think I made some reasonable points in there. Well done to all you guys that just all those scores, absolutely superb. But particularly to the 100 club and our winner, Cameron. Will I be back this week? Who the hell knows? I don't know anymore. I'm just flying by the seat of my pants. So just whatever happens, happens. Take care. Have fun. Play your own game. Hope you have amazing game weeks. I don't know what I'm going to do. I honestly don't. I may do a deadline one, or you may just discover during the game week when I'm crying when Wilson blanked. I don't know if I'm going to do it. Wilson, Ekitike, and implement the 4-5-1 plan or a 4-4-2 plan. Just delay it a little bit. We'll see. See you soon.